Did you go? Yeah, you did.
God damn it.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Boss Ravioli Queens with your favorite caregivers, Nicole Ravioli.
Oh, we're going this way. Boss Lady Amy.
And Jasmine the Queen.
Oh, this bitch.
Anyways, this episode is called Happy Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
Thank God she was announcing this one because neither of us could say that.
Yeah, well, I've had practice.
What that tongue do?
In what other instance?
My teenage years. In this episode, we're going to be talking about residents that either don't celebrate Christmas, they celebrate Hannuka and or Kwanza, and also the residents that don't celebrate anything.
Yeah.
And the challenges that we face dealing with that as well, because let me tell you, it's a lot.
Because it's almost like they're insulted that everybody else celebrates something that they don't.
Yeah.
Or like when you say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas, and they're like, it's not. Like,
or you say
whatever.
Xmas instead of Christmas.
Oh, the offense.
And then you have the other ones on the other side of it. We don't say Happy Holidays. We say Merry Christmas.
Okay, great.
Okay, well, we
I have
need
to be
accommodate
my job is to
everyone.
be inclusive.
Literally.
Like, you're not the only one here. There's 29 others. So just knock it off.
Honestly, it's the same energy as when like residents come up to you and they're just like, "Oh, do you love Jesus and or do you worship this or worship that? Do you go to church?"
Jesus
and be like,
is the reason for the season.
Sure.
I just tell them I prefer not to talk about my personal life. Y'all don't need to know.
That's none ya business.
Damn right.
What the hell?
You're fired.
Every day, all day. This is what we.
I
This is what
turned it
happens.
off. All right.
Apparently not.
Alarms
I did
don't
now.
turn off.
I did now.
Okay, well, everyone here knows I have ADHD and I have timers and reminders for certain things because I forget my entire life.
Yeah, annoying ones.
So, they work for me. That's why they're annoying. I purposely chose annoying alarms because they work for me. If it was quiet and silent or nice and calming,
Wear an
it
earbud.
wouldn't work. Why?
Because
Just
then nobody
all
else
day.
can hear it.
Just all day.
I know.
Actually, if
I would
my
lose
Bluetooth
it.
if my Bluetooth
ADHD.
headphones are connected, my alarm goes off. Not in my headphones.
I know it doesn't.
No, I would just lose it.
I know.
ADHD here. Come on.
Just glue it in.
All right. Anyway, tangent done for now.
Until your next
So
alarm goes off.
No, that's all I got.
Oh, it's done now?
Christmas.
Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
Christmas. What is it?
It's Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
Christmas.
Oh, I did got it right.
I did got it right.
Chrismahannukwanzikuh. Yeah.
Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
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 Okay, so instead of doing tongue twisters, we should probably get back to the episode.
So that sometimes fast.
No. No.
Irish wristwatch.
You already said that kind of weird.
Irish wristwatch.
Would rather chew through this table. No.
Irish wristwatch.
I didn't say
I know
it
you
like
didn't
that.
say it like that.
Bitch. Anyways,
Okay.
residents who don't celebrate any holidays get really offended at the people that do, because since we have to like cater to all of them, we still have to put up a Christmas tree, and if they celebrate Hanukkah, we have to have the menorah and like all of these different things. But the ones that don't celebrate it at all are like, oh, well, you're infringing on my rights not to celebrate anything. And I'm like, you don't have to look at it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Your
Right.
bedroom's right over
Like,
there.
yeah, your bedroom's over here. Like, this Christmas tree being in the lobby, not infringing on your rights.
Infringing?
I was looking at the fridge. Infringerating.
Oh, shit. Is there a Christmas tree in the refrigerator?
I hope we're
There
not
might
infringing on your refrigerating.
Just gonna go dive in there now. Gotta go find that Christmas tree.
We'll just stuff you next to our downstairs neighbor's dad in his locked freezer.
Oh my god.
Better get a padlock.
I'm sorry, we have to tell this story. So in our basement in our house, we have our washer and dryer, and our downstairs neighbor has a locked freezer.
A locked chest freezer.
Yeah,
it's
a
not
chest
like a
freezer.
stand
Like
up.
Yeah, like a chain with a padlock.
It's a box.
We talked to him one time, and he says he lives here with his dad downstairs. We've never seen his
Didn't
dad
know
ever.
the dad exists.
And also, I think it's fair to point out that we can hear literally everything they are doing down there.
Like we can hear him when he's like upset with his kids. We
Uh-huh.
can hear
Phone
like when
calls.
he's phone calls and stuff. So it's like we've never heard a dead person down there. So we come to the fact that he's dead.
He
and
chopped up his dad and he's in the freezer!
I'm sorry.
and he's
but
just collecting like the checks or
Yes,
something
yes.
from the government.
There's nothing in that freezer other than his father, okay?
There can't be.
The first time we ever went down into the basement and we saw that freezer, we're like, there's a dead body
We
in
were
there.
so confused. We're like, why is it
There
locked?
is a padlock
And
on it.
And it looks untouched. Like it looks like he never touches it. Like
And there's dust on it,
Yeah.
alright? That is not a freezer they use for meat.
No.
I mean,
well, I mean, not the kind of meat that we're
that
thinking.
you want.
He murdered his dad.
I live here, but I'm so scared.
I'm terrified. I don't want to know. If I am living above a serial killer with these shitty ass fucking doors that we have, I don't want it. I don't want that smoke, bro. I do not.
Yo, if it turns out that this is like true or something, I've been like, I want my money back for this apartment.
And the security deposit,
Right.
bitch. And the security deposit.
We leaving today.
And you will find us a brand new apartment that you have never rented before. Because now I really don't trust you.
Okay, back to Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
Grandpa?
I thought that's what I
Alright, we're back to
Oh.
Can we have a slab of grandpa tonight? Can we have grandpa burger?
Bringing out the good meat for
Nah, because
Christmas.
he'd be the psycho. No,
Okay,
but-
Krampus.
No, because he would be the psycho to be like, oh yeah, it's just venison. It's fine.
Literally another Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, we need to collect ourselves. Does anyone have any final jokes to get out?
Oh,
I
no.
think I'm okay. I think I'm good.
Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
Yes.
And break. Okay, so we've talked about the people that do not celebrate holidays, and the people that do feud with the other people that don't celebrate their holiday.
Okay,
Or their beliefs.
I just have to say, most of them are usually old white boomers that make a big deal about when like the other residents of this in the facility are not celebrating Christmas. But the ones who celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, they don't care.
They never complain.
say a word.
No,
Mm-mm.
They're never like, where's the menorah? Why do you put a Christmas tree up?
because
Never.
like they're free to celebrate in their own way if they want to in their room too. Like they have that right. You can decorate your room as much as you want to, as long as it's not a
They
fire
have that
hazard.
right and that left.
That was corny.
That
as
whole
fuck.
last room,
but you
up,
still
down,
laughed
and
at
all
it, didn't
around.
I did.
you?
We have video evidence of me laughing at that. So
I like how you tried to cover it up like that was not funny.
I did not laugh at that, sir. That was corny.
But it's like the same too with when residents don't like their religion is the only thing that matters for holidays too.
Yep.
That becomes a big thing.
Yeah, and it's actually really frustrating. Like, there's a lot of residents who get into fights with each other about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why we prefer to just not bring it up.
So, and I think that's like why a lot of facilities have kind of gone away
Izzy,
from...
please lay down.
Old people fight club.
Old people fight club.
That reminds me of the Holy Highlands song.
That reminds me of the times when like some residents do get at each other and you just like you kind of just like, no, we can't do that. And you just kind of watch it happen.
No, put your walker away.
All internally screaming but also laughing at the same time.
We're like, oh, oh, oh.
I always liked him better.
Like that one day at the one place. We had the resident, I was like, help me. And the other resident started mocking her. He's like, help me. I told him to stop, but I was laughing so hard, I swear I almost peed myself.
Or like the freaking, oh, we have like 3 helpings. Yeah, well, at least I don't take a whole loaf of bread and a jar of jam to my room and eat it in one sitting.
A lot of times our job is to try to not let this happen, but sometimes, let's be honest, we just let it happen.
We're human. It happens. You can't be in control of everybody. And also, like, come on, that shit's funny.
And also,
Yeah,
let's
it
be
is.
honest, other caregivers out there, let's be honest. Sometimes you just let it happen because that other resident that's getting, like, freaking, like, talked
Get in the
to.
smoke.
Get in the smoke or whatever. Has pissed you off for the last
Well,
time.
not only that, but it means more when it comes from another resident. And you're also not allowed to say that. Like, you can't say those things to the resident, but other residents can.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and it means more. That's the same if, like, a resident is throwing punches to staff. We can't punch them back.
Nope.
No,
But
we just
residents,
take it.
they're allowed to punch each other back. That's their right.
Right.
And as a caregiver, you're never supposed to get in the middle of a resident-to-resident altercation. But there are days.
You can try to de-escalate it from a distance.
I mean, yeah, like there's times where I've had to because I had no other choice. It's unfortunate, but you have to just use your best judgment in that situation.
Yep.
Anyway, back to
Holidays?
holidays.
Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
Yeah, that. I think a lot of facilities have strayed away from like the religious part of Christmas, and they have tried to focus solely on like Santa and reindeer and snowmen and like all that.
Yeah,
to
they try to
feel
keep
more
it like,
inclusive,
yeah,
especially to those residents who
aren't religious.
right, like they don't celebrate Christmas, but it's not because they're celebrating another holiday. It's because they're just not religious at all.
Or like that one guy we had at Mama Jay's house. He was like Mormon or whatever, and I guess they don't celebrate literally anything, like not even birthdays. So we were worried a little bit because we were like, well, if we get him a cake, he's gonna be like, why the fuck did you get me a cake? But if we don't get him a cake, is he gonna be like, well, why didn't you get me a cake? Like, it was like a lose-lose situation, but he actually just didn't care, and that was really cool because he was one of those that would have like thrown a fit normally about something.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think which one you're talking about. There's been a lot of people that have gone through that house.
The one who ran over my foot.
Oh, really? He was?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He went to Kingdom Hall all the time.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. For the record, I still strongly dislike that man.
Yeah.
He ran over my foot!
He was a mean guy. He was real mean.
Ran over
Still don't think as mean as that one lady though.
Which lady?
The help me lady.
Oh, the help me lady. Probably not. No.
She was mean.
She was
like mean and violent. So.
Well, she did kick a pregnant girl and like try to choke another one or like strangle her with the remote cord. So
that's true. She did throw shoes at other residents too. Mm-hmm. And she tried to leap out of a car and strangle herself. She tried to roll herself on the train tracks once too.
Yeah, I was there. I was on Knox and I was leaving, and it was you working because I think it was you and one other person, and I had worked the Knox shift or whatever. So I was going home, and she's like trying to get out the door, but she's in a power chair, so like she's just undoing her progress every time because she'll roll herself up to the door, grab the handle, back herself up.
She was in a normal.
Yeah, she was in a normal chair. Mm-hmm. She would like scoot herself with her legs.
I thought she had a power chair
too. And she had ataxia, so it didn't work very well.
No, yeah. Because she was always like,
oh no, that's right. Okay, anyways, so she's undoing progress left and right.
Yeah.
So then she gets the bright idea to like turn herself around and like drag the door from behind her. Mm-hmm. And then I watched her turn around and kick it shut, and I got so happy.
I know.
I got so happy. I was like, I looked at you and I was like, she just undid all that progress.
It's not.
I know it
funny,
sounds awful, but like
it's so ridiculous. It's one of those things that like this belongs in a movie right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this cannot be real life. We must be in a movie. Like, am I being punked? Where are the cameras?
Since she struggled so much, every time she would try to yell, I would always like shut the door for her.
But then it's like, we're gonna just.
Yep, because it would take her like a good 20 minutes.
No. But then she ended up actually opening the door, and I was like, I'm off the clock, and she just actually opened the door and like is in the driveway, and you were like, God damn it.
I know. I just got there. I don't even remember what I was doing, but
you're the lead at the time.
No. I don't remember what I was doing at the time.
Oh, I think you were trying to figure out doctor's appointments or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was there by myself, wasn't I?
Yes.
Yeah. She would always be like, "I'm gonna kill myself."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She liked to throw herself on the floor a lot.
I remember when I first started there, and you guys told me that sometimes she would like crawl out of her room at night.
Oh my god, it was horrible.
It was
I
scary.
literally told them that if she ever did that to me, I would run and never come back because Call of Duty Zombies, bitch. That shit scarred me.
She did. I scared the fuck out of me. She did. So like she like rolled herself out of bed one night and she couldn't like walk, so she would like slither across the floor. And it was just horrifying.
Yeah, it was something. Okay, well this is totally off topic, but I'm going to very quickly tell the story of
this whole shit has been off topic.
how she yeah, so basically she had fallen and so she would do this thing where she would like violently thrash and like shake when she got on the ground, and she did that for like 30 minutes, and so finally I was like, fuck this. So I called 911 because I was like, I literally can't get her off the floor.
Yeah, we used to have to leave her on the floor because she would like shake and freak out so
and
much or whatever. It was way too dangerous for us to try to get her out without hurting ourselves too.
It was not a medical emergency, and like sometimes if staff would try and get her off the floor, she would try and hit us. So then when the paramedics got there, she thrashed for another half hour. So at this point, she's literally been on the floor thrashing for an hour. Finally, they get her off the floor and onto the stretcher. She went to the hospital and never came back.
Yep. Our supervisor literally like sent the care team immediately and said, we're not taking her back. She has to go somewhere else. Yep. So she stayed in the hospital until she found another place.
She stayed in the hospital for a wild.
Or can we talk about like her friend that thought we were all lying about her
Yeah,
behaviors?
And
then he fucked around and found out.
Yeah, so he thought we were lying about her behaviors or whatever until he took her out one day and she tried to strangle herself with the seatbelt and she bit him.
She tried to jump out of the car while it was moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled her in, and then she tried jumping out again.
And she was her own person, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
She did not have a POA or anything.
Or a guardian. Nothing.
Or a guardian.
These
Nothing.
are the type of people we are talking about when we say some people should not be able to make their own decisions.
Yeah.
It's people like her.
Mm-hmm. It was rough.
It was rough.
But we still got her Christmas presents.
Sure did.
Yeah. Everyone deserves a good Christmas present.
It should have been Cole.
Even people like that.
It should have been Cole.
No doubt. We have veered off of the train tracks a lot.
We have. But I will say, though, there are some people who, like, even when they have really extreme behaviors like that, even on Christmas, sometimes they'll tone it down because they know Christmas is special.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Although, at the stage she's at in her life, I doubt she can turn it down.
It's a Christmas miracle.
She's at one of the places that me and Nicole also used to work at.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I know she is.
Actually, I heard that house got shut down or like sold or whatever. So she's somewhere floating around out there at one of the other ones.
Well, we wish her the best.
We do.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. I mean, at the end of the day, like, she still needs help. She's always going to need help.
Definitely.
I just
hope she has like
a
a guardian and POA and stuff.
No, and that's what's so sad about those types of behaviors is like they can just get worse if they're not in the right environment.
And she didn't start that way, but like
there's also a honeymoon phase too. But also, like, if they're not on the right meds or, like, nothing's really been done, and because she was her own person, she could technically refuse whatever the doctor was trying to put her on. So, right. And I mean, even if she had a guardian, she could still refuse, but then they could place her in, like, a higher behavioral home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But their goal is to be, like, the least restrictive and, like, less behaviors because she's not supposed to be a behavioral resident, but she very much so was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all anybody wants is to just have freedom and only take the medications they need.
Yep.
True.
That's the best Christmas.
Chrismahannukwanzikuh. Chrismahannukwanzikuh.
I think we covered pretty much everything we wanted to.
Right. I mean, this.
So, like, the two little tidbits of us talking about the holidays and then the rest where we didn't talk about the holidays.
Yeah. There wasn't too much to cover on Chrismahannukwanzikuh, so.
I mean, yeah, really, there was just, I don't know. Don't be a dick, be inclusive. Make sure your residents are
the running team
taking
don't
care
be
of.
a dick.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a vagina either.
Mm-hmm.
It's
don't
really
let the
hard
ball slap you on the way out.
Right? It's really hard to be,
especially if they're sweaty.
Organ. Ew. That's so gross. That's so nasty.
Sweaty balsa.
Sweaty balsa.
Anyways, let's drop these socials. You can find us at Boss Ravioli Queens on Facebook, TikTok. I almost said Facebook. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube.
Facebook.
Yeah. And bossravioliqueens@gmail.com. Please leave comments, questions, concerns, say hi, whatever you want to do. But please, leave
this
comments.
Is our Christmas present to you. You're welcome. It's us.
You know we can only be like that with each other and it be okay, right?
Bye.
Bye.